I can't.
What does that mean?
I can't get a word out edgewise because you just keep talking over.
Yeah, because you're a beta. You guys are all betas.
Bull fucking shit. Let's use a beta. You fucking piece of shit. Oh man, I'd love to be in the same room with you. I fucking.
What would you do? What, are you gonna come beat me up? You gonna beat me up?
Shut the fuck up. Now
you're gonna beat me up?
Am I gonna be able to finish a sentence? Or are you gonna
intelligence?
Daniel, let's hear it. When does human life begin?
He's not a sentient being. He's not a sentient.
Come on, Daniel.
being.
Daniel, I know you can answer this. Come on.
It doesn't
He's not
matter.
a sentient
Put your
being.
thinking cap on. When does human life begin? Come on. Let's hear it.
Thinking cap.
The Germans prohibit abortions.
That's not an answer. When does human life begin?
Well, I'm gonna agree with the Germans. They prohibit abortions after I think.
Are we talking about the medical or
the third trimester?
Third trimester of what? That's when human life begins?
3 months, yes.
Okay, how did you determine that? Uh-oh, crickets. He has no idea. Okay, so where did you get that idea to just kill black babies? Where'd you get that idea?
I don't like blacks. I don't like them. They're not my race.
But you've got no moral principles.
Fuck
whatsoever?
no. Fuck no.
Okay, so if somebody decided to kill you, would that be wrong?
No.
Oh, okay, so you're advocating for your own death then, in your own worldview?
If you have the ability to do so, then do it. If you don't, then don't.
So you realize your worldview falls to the absurdity of just advocating for your own death.
I don't follow those kind of abstractions. You either live, die.
Yeah, you don't follow logic. Yeah, you're retarded.
Well, I guess
Here's what you're saying. Somebody's a threat, then it's justifiable to kill them in defense. Okay.
yes.
But abortion would pretty much never be in defense unless the mother's life is in danger. So how do you then justify
If they're non-white?
Hang on, dude. Hang on. I'm asking you a question. How do you then justify killing black babies if you object to murder on the grounds of it being morally wrong?
Because I don't see blacks as humans.
Okay. Yeah. Here we are.
Exactly.
You don't see blacks as humans.
And I don't have to. I don't have to define them as.
What is we want to know? What is it that makes a white person a human that a black person does not in possession of? That doesn't.
Well, first of all, I didn't come on the stream to argue with anybody, and second of all, I guess
you should just shut up.
These nomenclature. Oh, you shut up the fuck up. This is not your stream.
If you didn't come to argue,
this is not your stream. This is my stream.
See, again, you're only.
I own this stream.
I own this stream.
This is my establishment. You know, and might makes right.
Okay, then why do you have no power in society? It is murder by definition.
Not legally.
Well, murder is just defined as the unjustified killing of a human being. But if you're going to say you don't consider blacks
unjustified, it's very justified.
If you're going to say you don't consider blacks human beings, you can't defend that claim. If you're going to argue that it's justified, but you don't know what
it's justified, yes. Statistically, it's justified.
What does justified mean?
That has nothing to do with the argument. That's non sequitur.
It actually does. No, it's not a non sequitur. I'm asking you to define the.
It's a non sequitur.
What does justified mean? What does justified mean?
It's a non sequitur.
What does justified mean?
It's a non sequitur.
What does justified mean?
It's a non sequitur to your initial point.
Look at you dodging.
His intention is to get fed.
I heard
he wants you to say things like blacks aren't human. That's
why not. Why can't I say that?
You can say it, but it's a problem.
It's a retarded.
I don't care.
It's a retarded.
I don't care. Sure, it's retarded. I don't care though. I don't care.
Okay, so
I will say it if you're here.
So wait. For the record, you don't care that you're retarded.
Yelling is not losing an argument.
That doesn't.
Are you retarded?
Follow.
Are you retarded? Hey, wait. Do retards say retarded things?
Non sequitur. Non sequitur.
Non sequitur.
It's a non sequitur.
You're not serious.
They might ban me for this song, but this is how I'm rocking. Can't be trans cause it ain't real. They need a mental asylum. Say the truth, they look at me like I'm the one with the problem. But they mess with little kids, that's why pedophilia rising. But that's what happens when you give an inch to the gays. Promoting sin instead of telling them they should change the ways. They make you wear a mask, you comply, that remind me of slaves. Got my order wrong at McDonald's thinking you need a raise. I'm about to break the meter, two-way got my heat up. Hey, I don't wear Nike, I only rock Adidas. Hey, I'm in the street, yeah, and most of y'all just tweet us. Hey, and false teachers, so Bryson got a teal. If a man dress like a woman, then it should be a crime. If you impersonate a cop, then they gon' give you some time. Say you a queen, but all you do is twerk and show your behind. And people think you a 10, but you ain't worth a dime. You scared of COVID, but you around like...
What is up, guys? Zen Shapiro here, just giving some quick context and backstory to the video you're about to watch. There is this stream on YouTube called the Hobbscast. It's run by this guy named Norman Hobbs. He's a well-known white nationalist type. I often refer to them as Wignats, as you'll hear throughout the video. But they host this stream that they have to privatize every time they host one because, so you're not going to find it on the internet anywhere, but they have to privatize it because these guys are very childlike and emotional, and they can't control what they say, so they're constantly violating TOS like every 5 minutes. So they have to always privatize their streams. And it's just a white nationalist stream. That's all it is, where they just kind of LARP and keck together in the chats and whatever, and just complain about, I don't know, JQ and race realism constantly. But somebody sent me the link on Twitter. I normally wouldn't have done something like this myself, but somebody sent me the link and said, hey, he's got his StreamYard link in chat. Why don't you pop in and rile some shit up? So naturally, I accepted the invite, and I showed up as under the persona of Norman's Nightmare, where I initially was just talking some shit generally about Wignat ideology because it makes no sense, and they are often unable to articulate their ideas because they appear to just be anti-intellectual naturally, these Wignat types. And for some reason, though, one of them decided he wanted to challenge me on the topic of abortion because he knew I was a super strong pro-life advocate. And it was just a total BTFO session, total destruction. They bring in some backup for the guy, and they both just start coping and seething and raging like normal Wignats do. It was just an everyday occurrence for them. The host was muting me. They were all over talking and interrupting me, but then accusing me of doing precisely that. And it was generally glorious to watch and partake in. So I hope you guys enjoy.
And Fed posting from these Wignats that never come on and show their faces, never actually share their own ideas. I guarantee none of them will pop on here either. Come on, I challenge any of you retarded Wignats to come on here on Norman stream in your safe space and challenge me on something other than just calling me a retard or a Jew or telling me that my children are going to get blacked. Come on, give me an original argument.
I'm pro. I know that you're pro. I'm pro-choice.
Oh, that's retarded.
Is it?
What's your best argument? What's your best argument for the pro-choice position?
I'll give my favorite argument. I don't know if it's which is that you can't value life so much as to make it unlivable. I'm pro-choice for the same reason I favor the death penalty. If you're against abortion, don't have one. I'm not.
This is not an argument. If you favor life so much,
of course it's an argument.
Of course it's an argument. It's not an argument.
Let me tell you, kiddo. If my daughter was raped, and got pregnant for that, and you try to tell her that she can't have an abortion, and fucking I'll abort you.
Then you got to let him speak. This is not.
He's not. You're not making an argument. If you're just going to spur it out, if you're going to make an argument for the pro-choice position, tell me why you'd be in favor of abortion. You said I value life so much that it shouldn't be unlivable. Okay, then don't kill innocent humans.
In some cases,
okay, great. That sounds like a pro-life argument.
A person's going to want to have an abortion, and if they think that abortion's unconscionable, then they don't have to have one. That's what pro-choice is about.
Okay, so again, not an argument. Can you?
That is an argument. That is an argument. Of course, it's an argument.
Without spurring out, give me. Without spurring
out.
Yeah,
I didn't spurg out. I just gave you an argument. You said it's not an argument.
Without spurring out, give me your principle behind the pro-choice position that you.
I just told you.
Yeah, give me the principle. Give me the principle. Give me the principle. Repeat it in a way that a fifth grader can understand it.
You can't value life so much as to make it unlivable.
Okay, great. So don't kill innocent humans, correct?
No.
Then what are you saying?
Some people don't judge like a 2-week-old fetus to be human enough to merit.
I don't care what some people would say. I want to know what you would say.
Well, you don't care, but other people do.
No. See, look, now you're prevaricating. I want to know your position. I don't want to know what some people would say. I want to know your position. So
My
do
position
you recognize a fetus as a living human being?
No.
Daniel's
You don't. Okay. When do you?
Daniel's actually like trying to have an intelligent discussion, not do.
When do you recognize a human being?
Shit. So
When do you
calm down?
When do you recognize a human being? He's the one who brought up abortion. I wasn't even going to bring it up. I was just here to dunk on the retarded Wignats. He brought up abortion.
What did they say? A couple, maybe a couple months.
What do you mean maybe?
Point.
I want to know what you say. Stop cowering behind other people's arguments.
It's not an issue.
I'm not cowering behind anybody's argument.
Then make your own. When does life begin?
No, I'm pro-choice. It's like I let other people
when does
make
life
this
begin?
expression.
Yeah, when does life begin? Let's hear it.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, so you don't have an argument, effectively.
I do have an argument. I'm pro-choice.
Yeah. What's your principle?
I allow other people to make that decision, and I'll tell you what.
Are you a
no? Let me say this. Shut the fuck up for a second.
Look at him spurging.
Let me shut the fuck up, you piece of shit.
Okay, speak, Daniel.
Spurging like a typical Wignat. Yeah, go ahead.
Fuck you.
Listen to him. You guys just spurg out.
Shut the fuck up. Mute him for a second.
Yeah, mute me, because he can't handle himself.
Because you're a spaz.
Yeah, he is a spaz.
No, you are a spaz.
And he's part black too, isn't he?
I suspect that.
What does that mean? What does it mean to be part black? What does that mean?
You
really can't handle your pro-choice argument. So let's
I
can't
get a word out edgewise because you just keep talking over.
Because you're a beta. You guys are all betas.
Oh fucking shit. Let's use a beta, you fucking piece of shit. Oh man, I'd love to be in the same room with you. I fucking.
What would you do? Are you gonna come beat me up? You gonna beat me up?
Shut the fuck up. Now
you're gonna beat me up.
Am I gonna be able to finish a sentence, or are you gonna interrupt me? You say that I can't make an argument.
You're probably not gonna be able to finish a sentence because you'll spurg out beforehand.
Daniel,
you'll interrupt me before I finish the sentence.
Dude, go ahead. You want to stick to abortion? You brought it up, or you want to go to something else? What do you want to do?
Let me say a sentence about abortion.
Trying to hop in.
Let me say a sentence about abortion.
Let's hear it.
Okay. I don't care what stage of pregnancy a woman is at if she's been raped. If my daughter's been raped, I don't care what stage of pregnancy she's at. That thing is being aborted.
Okay, so you're bringing up the fringe of the fringe. Would you like to talk about the other 99%, or would you only like to argue the 1% of abortions?
That's just an example.
Okay, would you like to talk about the other 99% of abortions, or would you only like to talk about that fringe, the fringe examples?
For the other 99%, I'm pro-choice.
Okay, so let's talk about the 99% first, rather than just the fringe rape occurrences. So what's your argument when a woman hasn't been raped?
I'm pro-choice. In my under my governance, I would set up counsel to make sure that the woman understands that she has the option for adoption and she can get help carrying it to term if that's what she wants to do, that she doesn't have to have an abortion. And, would never say that you have to have an abortion. If she thinks it's unconscionable, then she can have the baby. And if she needs to put it up for adoption, then that's fine. But I'm not gonna. It's I'm
waiting for your argument for abortion.
I'm not gonna burden people with carrying it to term if they can't handle that.
Okay, what do you mean can't handle that? What do you mean by that?
If they don't feel that they're old enough,
financially or psychologically able,
or they already, or
no, okay.
There are cases where people already have too many children. Hold just a second. What? It's going to take a half sentence.
No, Patrick is here. Zen and Patrick on the same stream. Get him, Patrick. Do it.
Who is this?
No. Let me say this one thing. There are cases where a woman will have 4 kids already. She can't afford another.
Okay, so is it the case that a human being is better off dead than poor? Is that what you're arguing for?
They're dead than poor. I mean, it's like They're not dead. They just never were never born.
Okay, so that's just the denial of the science.
And you don't know
who is this guy? Who's this guy?
He's a
He
Jew.
is a developmentally disabled quadroon that is really, really into
See,
the Bible.
hang on. Instead of derailing to bail out your boy, Daniel, you're in denial of the scientific reality that human life begins at
Fuck
conception.
you. I am in denial of nothing.
Why do you guys let mongrels on the stream, man?
Yeah, no, Norvin.
Bail out your boy. Bail out your boy so it doesn't get exposed.
No, I don't have no dog. I don't have no dog in this fight. I don't give a shit.
All right, so Daniel, are you aware of the scientific reality that human life begins at conception? Or are you just
that's what you say. No, I'm
no,
aware
it's not what
I
say. That's what the science
says.
says.
It is what you say. You're claiming
no,
that's the scientific reality.
It's what the science says.
The science doesn't. Science.
Oh,
science
it does.
It's
Oh,
a
it
neutral
absolutely
instrument.
does.
Science doesn't speak. People speak. You're trying to speak for science and you don't. You're an idiot.
I could actually.
You're a lying piece of shit, fucking Jew who's trying to persuade people, get people under your Abrahamic yoke because you're a fucking Jew. Shut the fuck up.
No, that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. The only way you're getting saved here is if Norvin kicks me off the stream. The only way you're
I'm not
getting
gonna
saved.
kick you.
Okay, well then Daniel, would you like me to cite my source?
Thanks for listening to my interview with Lil Filled in Love. Appreciate it.
Daniel, would you like me to cite the source?
I'm not interested in your argument.
Is this guy a cow?
Yes.
See, Daniel, look at you. You're trying to run away. You're trying to run away from the argument.
he's just like
you're in outright denial of
I'm
science.
just not interested in what you have to say because I know what.
Man, I wanted to relax tonight. I guess I can't.
Sorry, Patrick.
Well, hey,
Norvin, I have to, Norvin,
and all these dumb wignats.
Norvin, do take this guy off the stream because this is a waste of time. I don't want to be on the part of the church.
Daniel's a wignat.
Daniel's
a wignat. Daniel's a wignat.
Jerry, I don't want to do.
I came to talk shit.
I don't want to do the Jerry Springer. Norvin, I know that you like this, but it's really.
Hey man, if you want to talk shit,
I don't want to do the Jerry Springer show with this idiot.
Hold on.
Hey, if you want to talk shit to Wignats, you can come on my stream.
Save your boy, Norvin.
And he acts like he wins the argument, but he talks over you.
For some reason, you can just unmute yourself on this.
Hey, like I said, man, you can talk to me sometime if you want to like yell at Wignats.
But I think that this actually could turn out pretty entertaining. I kind of want to see where this goes.
Yeah, entertaining. Oh, Norvin. This is bullshit. It's the Jerry Springer show.
Yeah, because you're getting fucking destroyed.
He has no arguments. He just does the OV.
Jerry.
He doesn't even make good arguments.
Jerry.
Well, I'm not
stupid
right now.
Norvin, this is not entertaining.
To acknowledge a fact.
Jerry.
You accept that, Daniel?
Jerry. Hell yeah.
Daniel, do you accept that human life begins at conception?
Jerry.
I accept the fact that you can eat my shit.
Yeah, look at you running away, bro. You're getting destroyed.
I'm not running away.
I gave you
my argument. That's it.
Daniel, are you a human life?
No, I don't accept the fact that human life necessarily.
He's not a sentient being.
Okay, then Daniel,
artificial intelligence.
Daniel, when does human life begin?
Artificial intelligence.
Come on, Daniel. When does human life begin? Let's hear it.
Artificial intelligence.
Daniel, let's hear it. When does human life begin?
He's not a sentient being. He's not a sentient.
Come on, Daniel.
being.
Daniel, I know you can answer this. Come on.
It doesn't
He's not
matter.
a sentient being.
Put your thinking cap on. When does human life begin? Come on. Let's hear it.
Thinking cap.
The Germans prohibit abortions.
That's not an answer. When does human life begin?
Well, I'm gonna agree with the Germans. They prohibit abortions after
Are we talking about the medical or
the third trimester?
Third trimester of what? That's when human life begins?
3 months, yes.
Okay, how did you determine that? Uh-oh, crickets. He has no idea.
What is it?
There are various arguments which I don't care about. One argument is
Patrick,
when,
what is it?
Okay,
when
then,
you have,
if you don't care, then why don't you just concede and accept that human life begins at conception and we can move on?
no, I don't want to. I don't concede that at all.
Yeah, are we talking about the legal or medical?
It doesn't matter. I'm pro-choice. You understand? You fucking piece of shit.
Are we talking about legal or medical definition?
Wait, Daniel, you said it begins at 3 months. How did you determine that?
I said I'm going with the German legality.
Okay, so you're just a cuck to German.
Yeah, I'm not a
legal
cuck.
system?
I'm going. There's sound judgment there. There's when.
Okay. What is
when people.
Good.
I mean, technically, life does begin at fertilization.
Yeah, it does.
Technically,
it does. Yeah.
That's not a lie.
It's not.
That's the medical definition. We're talking about legal versus medical definition.
So Daniel, do you accept the medical and scientific definition of life beginning at conception?
What's the legal definition?
There is no legal definition of life.
There's life in a sperm. There's life in an ovary.
Yeah, but there's
a legal definition.
But there's a distinction.
Here's my answer. There's a
distinction at the moment of conception.
No, wait a minute.
That's when a new DNA code is created.
The whole framing of his argument is unimportant to me. That's what this idiot.
Look at you running away. Look at you running away again.
What this moron cannot understand is that I don't
man, come on, Daniel.
Jewish framing of the fucking of the book. It doesn't matter when life begins. What is that cock-sucking piece of shit?
Listen to yourself. Listen to yourself, bro. You sound retarded.
You listen to me, cock. Then realize.
Why would I listen to you?
I don't care about your Jewish framing of the issue.
Oh man.
Why would I listen
Daniel's
to you?
breaking
you're
down.
Just spurging.
What the fuck is breaking down? Because I'm yelling at you?
You're spurging.
If I don't yell, he's
going
to talk over me. He's OB the second. Norvin.
Suck my dick, Jew.
Eat my shit, Jew.
Yeah, eat my shit. Yeah, see, you just lost the debate. Now you're spurging.
No, you're the idiot.
I know you are, but
you're
joking, right?
You don't hear me when I say I don't care.
You're joking.
Right?
I'm pro-choice, and that's it.
And you can't defend it, and that's it.
I can defend it. I just
defend
it.
Then defend it.
This is kind of embarrassing.
You can't value life so much.
This is kind of embarrassing.
Unlivable.
And we showed
that's the argument. And if you don't want, if you think abortion is unconscionable, if a woman thinks an abortion is unconscionable,
why are you muting me?
Then don't have one.
I'm trying to. Daniel, you can go. All right.
You're getting backup from the host, and you're still losing. He's muting me every 2 seconds.
This is embarrassing, man.
This is very embarrassing for Daniel.
Daniel, I know you don't like the
I made a perfect argument.
I enjoy talking with you. We'll have you and Patrick on, and we'll do our normal, lovely race.
I'm trying to, Brittany. I'm trying to step in. I'm trying to be the voice of reason here. I guess this is a debate stream, right?
I don't want that.
I didn't even.
Okay, never mind.
Debate abortion. This guy brought it up. This guy fucking brought.
Are we really debating abortion in here?
No, we're not.
You can thank Daniel for that. You can thank Daniel. He brought it up.
We're not debating abortion. Patrick is going to go full Patrick, and it's going to be awesome. And Daniel, I hope you have a great.
I didn't come in here to debate. I don't give a shit about abortion.
Hang on. Hey, Norvin. Somebody requested to come on. Why are you not letting him on?
To me, it should be determined what the race of the child is. If it's black, abort it. If it's mixed race, abort it. If it's half Chinese, abort it. If it's like a retarded white kid, abort it.
Yeah. See, this is.
Like I don't need any moral
principles. A potential actual argument. Okay, so where did you get that idea to just kill black babies? Where'd you get that idea?
I don't like blacks. I don't like them. They're not my race.
But you've got no moral principles.
Fuck
whatsoever?
No. Fuck no.
Okay, so if somebody decided to kill you, would that be wrong?
No.
Oh, okay. So you're advocating for your own death then, in your own worldview?
If you have the ability to do so, then do it. If you don't, then don't.
So you realize your worldview falls to the absurdity of just advocating for your own death.
I don't follow those kind of abstractions. You either live, die.
Yeah, you don't follow logic. Yeah, you're retarded.
Well, I guess so, but I'm surviving.
Yeah. Okay, well, nice talking to you, retard. I don't know.
Okay, I mean that's your opinion.
No, it's been illustrated in this 30-second conversation.
I mean, listen, you can hide your hell self behind all this abstraction, but it really doesn't amount to something.
There's no.
If I don't like an enemy tribe and they're not part of me, then I will abort them. Yes, I think they should be aborted. I have no moral qualms with doing so.
Yeah,
I'm not held. I'm not held by any kind of Abrahamic.
Yeah, I heard you.
Any kind of Abrahamic underpinnings.
Listen, in the argument you're making right now falls to the absurdity of just saying anybody can kill anybody, including your neighbor can kill you, and you don't get to object to it. It's fucking absurd. It's retarded.
Yes, it's not absurd. It's not retarded.
Like, what are you looking? So you're a white nationalist, right?
Not really, no.
Well, what are you? You're a white supremacist. What the fuck are you?
I'm none of those things. I'm a communist.
A white preference communist?
Yes.
Okay, so that sounds like Wignat, white nationalist. Okay.
I'm a Marxist-Leninist. Absolutely not a Wignat. I hate Wignats. Okay, I think you're more of a Wignat than me.
What is a Wignat then?
What is it? I don't know. You define it.
I've always just interpreted it as white nationalist.
Technically speaking, refers to it's neither nationalist. It's like a low-tier white person that's also pro-white.
Oh yeah, white nationalists. Yeah.
No,
exactly. Low-tier white people that are pro-white
nationalism.
Well, I'm not low tier. I make what is qualified as low tier exactly? What's your criteria?
Morally bankrupt, degenerates.
Okay.
Morals are faking gay.
Yeah, morals don't really. Morals are defined by culture and society.
Morals are defined by God.
Not by Abrahamic. I guess.
So are you a moral anti-realist then?
Moral anti. I don't need all these fancy sort of nomenclature.
No, it just means you don't believe that morals are real. You don't believe in any sort of moral system.
I think morals are defined by culture and by people. Yes.
Okay, but do you have any morals?
By society.
Do you have any
morals?
Yes,
I have in-group morals, yes. For my own in-group.
Okay, but you just said that you wouldn't object to somebody coming and killing you. That wouldn't be morally wrong.
If they have the ability, I think they would have the ability to do so.
Would that be morally wrong?
No.
Okay, then you don't have morals. If you wouldn't even object to somebody killing
this guy
you morally, then you don't have morals.
This is like stupid, honestly. I mean, this is not real world.
Stupid.
This doesn't exist outside of.
I think that he thinks that
this doesn't. Do you argue this in a college campus? I mean, you probably amaze your professor, don't you?
No. Like you're just shifting.
You make these objective sort of moralist arguments to your professor.
Oh no, I don't.
You write thesis in a paper.
No.
I mean, listen. Anybody has the ability, if they have the power to kill somebody, then they're going to kill somebody.
Yeah, that's not what I asked you, though. I asked you, would that be more?
No, that's what I said. If you have the ability to kill me, then yes, justifiably, you could kill me.
Okay, simply because I can, therefore I'm allowed.
I mean, that means you wouldn't have a stable society, but you can. Yes, you can assert your dominance on anybody if you have that type of power.
Okay, so you're saying in order to have a stable society, you have to have a moral society, correct?
Maybe.
No, not maybe. Give me
it doesn't have to be.
Stop being evasive.
It doesn't have to. It doesn't have to extend.
Bro. Why are you being evasive?
Initially, we were arguing about abortion, right? We were arguing about black.
And then this guy completely folded on that. But yeah, so we
can no. I was saying that I think that if I wanted to, if I ran a society, I should have the ability to determine what race the baby was and abort them, because they're not my tribe.
So you think, but you think that a stable society would have moral principles, right?
Maybe.
No, I don't want a maybe answer. I want a yes or a no. Stop being evasive.
What's the matter with what he wants?
I would say within that society would. Within that society, yes, it would.
So stable societies require morals. So then what are you aiming for with having no morals? What is your ideal society going to have if there's no morals in it? Even if it's all white or whatever, there's no morals. Where are you headed?
I'm saying that morals are defined by society and by culture, and not necessarily by abstractions.
So you give me just a non-answer. Like you don't have.
No, it's not an answer. It's not an answer.
Because
it's an answer.
you don't have morals in your.
Because you're running in circle. You're doing circular arguments here.
How are you going to end up? How are you going to end up in your ideal society? How are you going to end up in your ideal society if you don't have moral principles?
This is a circular argument. This sounds great on paper, but it's not applicable.
I'm not making an argument. I'm just showing you
why morals
makes no sense.
Morals are defined by culture and by society and by people's interaction with society.
And
that's how morals are defined.
Obviously, you would have no.
And relatively,
right?
morals are founded by various different groups and various different cultures and various different people which interact. Some morals are applicable to insiders and some are to outsiders. If you are an outsider from my particular society, these morals would not extend to you.
That's valid.
So give me an example of a morally bad act.
What do you mean a morally bad act?
Yeah, something like this wasn't
our initial. This is not our initial premise.
He already did. No, but he did give an example. He said if it's a white baby, he wouldn't want to abort it.
No, listen. You don't have to, Daniel. You don't have to step in.
I'm trying to clarify my question. You can cope and see it somewhere else, Daniel. So I'm just trying to just take an action, any given action, and tell me why is that a morally bad action?
Why is what a morally bad action? I mean, I don't understand how you're framing this.
Anything.
Exactly.
I'm just asking you to give me an example of an action that you would take that anybody could take that is morally bad.
Okay, if an enemy tribe is within my society, it does not get the same protections or moral gravitas as someone that is in that society.
Can you give me an example of an action that is morally bad, or can you not do that?
Well, universally, murder is seen as something bad, but relatively. Murder in certain circumstances can be justifiable if they are a threat, and therefore you can bend your morals and your principles.
Okay, so now let's
own preservation.
I agree with you. No, I agree with that. last thing you just said, I agree with that 110%. So how do you link that now back to if murder is bad and abortion would qualify?
Non-whites are a threat.
Definition?
Non-whites are a threat if they're
dude.
I understand that.
I understand. I agree with you. I agree with what you're saying. If somebody's a threat, then it's justifiable to kill them in defense. Okay.
Yes.
But abortion would pretty much never be in defense unless the mother's life is in danger. So how do you then justify
if they are non-white?
Hang on, dude. Hang on. I'm asking you a question. How do you then justify killing black babies if you object to murder on the grounds of it being morally wrong?
Because I don't see blacks as humans.
Okay, yeah, here we are.
Exactly.
You don't see blacks as humans,
and I don't have to. I don't have to define them as humans.
What is it ontologically that separates blacks from whites? That makes whites humans and blacks not humans? Go ahead.
I don't need all that.
Then how are you gonna argue your position?
I don't need an ontological anything. I don't need all that biological science.
Actually, you do.
No, I don't.
Actually, you do. You do need
No, I
precisely
don't.
that.
No, I don't.
You actually then you don't have an argument.
Well, I don't want an argument. It will either be an action or it won't.
This is a childish like play or facade you're putting out here. This is childish.
That's why I believe in power over like this logic of the rest. Power is what.
But you're never gonna have power if
actions.
you're retarded. If you're retarded,
well, I mean,
you're never
listen.
gonna acquire power. People don't listen to retards.
Okay, they definitely don't listen to you.
They're definitely not going to listen to Zen.
I mean, what do you get? You're some person on a soapbox somewhere, basically on some
I'm not
fucking stream.
I'm not sitting here trying to flex on you and say that I have all this influence and you don't. I'm not asserting myself.
I mean, you never will, though. You never will. You don't have any influence.
You're trying to have a dick.
You don't have. There's not even one person that thinks like you.
You're trying to have a.
I guarantee you, there's more people that think like me.
And I'm just trying to talk to you like a human being, and I'm asking you.
Well, that's your error.
If you're going to make an argument that blacks are not humans, I'm happy to humor that. If you can tell me what is the ontological difference between blacks and whites,
I don't need all that. I don't
agree with that. I think that
you don't
have.
I don't need all that.
Nobody's going to.
Blacks are not my tribe. Blacks are not my tribe, and therefore ontologically they're not humans.
You can't even delineate what the black tribe is as opposed to whites. You're unable to do that. You don't have an argument.
All I need is phenotypical distinction.
Outsiders. Yeah, which is what? Which is
their skin color, and they're also.
How do you delineate a black from a white? Go ahead.
I want to interject something here. So this is something in zoology that's called the speciation problem or the classification problem. It's not a hard set rule actually where you draw the lines at what a species is versus what a subspecies is. For convenience sake and not to get in an argument with people, I usually just say that human races are subspecies, but you could actually argue that they are separate species because, contrary to common belief, the ability to reproduce is not the exclusive line. For example, lions and tigers can reproduce. Some of the children are infertile. I believe it's the males that are infertile, but still lions and tigers are considered totally separate species. So it's more like species slowly separate over billions and millions of years. It takes time, so there is no hard line on one. It becomes a separate species. So depending on how fine-grained you want to get, you could argue that blacks are a separate species. I argue that they're a separate.
But you wouldn't be able to do it on the grounds of reproduction because you could take a northern.
He just said that.
Excuse me.
He just said that.
I'm going to explain why it wouldn't work.
He just said that, retard.
Hang on, settle down. I understand you guys.
Yeah, we're settled down.
You're getting outclassed. I understand.
Yeah.
But listen.
No, not frustrated.
That's
your wish. You're a fucking half-wit. You want to believe that people are frustrated by your stupid bullshit.
And breed them with a sub-Saharan, heavily melanated African, then you would be able to reproduce. You would be able to reproduce a white Northwestern European and a sub-Saharan African. They would both be able to reproduce with each other. So that argument wouldn't work to be able to delineate them in terms of species and subspecies. So how would you do it?
Settle down, then. Settle down. You're
arguing. Well, I was trying to respond to you. and then your crony stepped in and tried to white knight. I genuinely like a response to that.
Now, as I said, there are cases where things that are considered separate subspecies can reproduce. Ayla brings up a good point. The average difference between blacks and whites is about as big as the genetic difference between wolves and coyotes. Wolves and coyotes can't interbreed, but they're classified as separate species.
Okay, well, blacks and whites can interbreed. So why are they separate species?
Wolves and coyotes can interbreed, but they're still
I thought you said can't. I thought you said can't. I'm sorry. I thought you said can't.
They can, but they're still classified as separate
what happened to dingo?
Okay,
so we'll come back.
So what is it about whites that makes them human? And what trait is not present?
How much longer we have to listen to this guy?
What trait in blacks
He's
is
so
not present
boring.
that doesn't allow
See,
them
this
to be
is
humans?
why brains are made for bullets. This is why the Soviets put these people in ditches.
See, yeah, you can't respond to a simple, genuine question of what is it? See, yeah.
I don't need all that.
And now you got
It's just
Patrick.
Wignet rhetoric. You
why-
guys are not interested in
This is
any
why
sort of intellectual
Soviets. This
conversation.
is why Soviets made
See?
bullets.
This is why nobody takes you guys seriously. And you
Okay.
get destroyed every time you get challenged. in a debate.
Nobody took Stalin or Hitler serious, but look who ran the world.
Yeah, and look where they are now. Look where all of you guys are now. You guys are.
They're going to be back. May not be me, but they're coming back.
That you have to delete.
They're coming back.
I'm not them because you have
They're
no
coming back.
influence
By the
in
way,
society.
Patrick is making different arguments than I would. But
I just genuinely want to know what is it that makes a white person a human that a black person does not in possession of that doesn't make
first
them
of all, I didn't come on the stream to argue with anybody, and second of all, I guess
you should just shut up.
These
then.
nomenclature. Oh, you shut up the fuck up. This is not your stream.
If you didn't come
this
to
is
argue,
not your stream. This is my stream.
Again, you only.
I own this stream.
You get bailed out.
I own this stream.
Bailed out is if Northern.
This is my establishment. You know, and might makes right.
Okay, then why do you have no power in society?
You don't have any power in society.
I didn't claim to. I didn't claim that might.
I don't want
right.
any. Listen.
You're claiming
listen,
that might
nobody.
makes right. You have no.
Nobody has any power. Nobody has any power in society.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
No. Nobody on any of these streams has actual power in these societies. It's not.
Morgan, do you
false.
really find this entertaining?
It's not patently false. Can you prove that any of these people have any sort of any power and the ability?
Somebody that runs institutions, controls the narrative, controls the rhetoric that's put out to the masses.
And believe me, they don't have much of a.
Is able to control.
They have
They
have about the same mindset as me.
Things like that. Those people have power.
They have the same mindset as me.
They
don't have the mindset of someone like you.
Manage supply lines. Those people.
They don't have the mindset of some narcissist.
Somebody that
this
just
motor mouth
rambles off at the dictionary.
Somebody that just kecks on some underground internet stream has no power in society.
He's not even good at this.
Nah, he's not.
And you guys never actually respond to what I'm saying. You just say, "Oh, he's a fucking idiot."
Yeah,
this is what Wiggats do. You guys are retarded. You guys have no intellectual thoughts in your brain.
Okay. Yeah. Well, then leave.
I mean, I think I've said all I need to say. Norman, did you?
Yeah, you've said all you need to say. Get out.
Hang on. Last thing, I genuinely want to know, Norman, are you able to provide me with any sort of ontological property that would delineate a black from a white, that would make a white a human and a black not a human?
It's not my claim that blacks aren't human. Human is a vague term that refers to all hominins. You could argue even Neanderthals were human in that sense.
I agree. I agree with that. Yes,
it's not my claim either.
Okay, well then, Norman, are you willing to denounce the absurdity of Freddie's claim that blacks are not humans because he's unable to defend that claim?
It's Freda, by the way.
Freda, yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
I don't care if he doesn't consider blacks human. That doesn't bother me.
I mean, it's not relevant.
Okay.
It's irrelevant.
Are you willing to acknowledge the absurdity of that claim, though?
It's irrelevant.
Well,
you're not willing to acknowledge that?
Well, it is relevant because it can cause legal problems. That's why I don't like it.
And it's also just a retarded thing to say.
How can it? It's not retarded.
It is. You can't defend it.
When you say stuff like that, then they could build a case.
Because you can't defend it.
That's my hunch.
No. I'm wondering, legally,
they don't consider blacks are not
humans. How exactly can I face any kind of federal prosecution?
I don't agree with it. But
Second Amendment. The First Amendment protects me from that kind of speech.
Yeah, maybe it does. Maybe it does protect you to some extent, but it could add to a case against you.
I mean, clearly, I don't believe that
it's especially a problem in Europe.
I mean,
it's
like disingenuous.
I don't like being associated with that kind of argument. I would argue.
Matter of fact, I would
agree that blacks are less distinct.
Okay.
I don't consider Slavs white. I don't consider Italians white. I don't consider any of these people white. You're right.
Okay.
I'm non-white.
Okay.
I'm non-white. Right. I'm an Italian. I'm non-white.
All right. You might have to take that one up with Dingo.
Okay. That's fine with me. I'd rather talk to Dingo than you.
I'm pretty sure he's Italian.
Dingo's not my favorite person. I'd rather talk to him than you.
I think he's a retard. I think you've actually got more brain cells than he does. That's
that's
saying
brutal.
a lot.
Don't say that about Dingo.
It's not saying a lot, to be fair.
Oh, I've been I need my affirmation from some mongrel that will never even make the amount of money I made in my lifetime.
Oh, so you're just a materialist. You're just like
Absolutely.
cucking.
Well,
for,
America is only
you're just a wee little goy cucking for the fiat currency.
Norman,
Yes.
why are you letting
Yes,
that-
I am.
you know
Yes,
who.
yes,
Fred.
yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm sure that's turning out really well for you.
For me, yes.
You probably complain about Jews
I'm
all
wealthier
day,
than you.
But then you cut
Norman,
you
you
cut
really
for the
want to carry
fiat.
I'm
Fred.
wealthier than you,
And
so I mean,
have
yes.
wonder why you're
Obviously-
so behind.
Well, I'm not behind.
Well, you
I'm
sound
doing
like
quite
you are.
well
you
in life.
You sound like you're not happy with the way things are going. In
Oh,
your
I'm very
society
happy.
right
I'm very
now.
happy.
Okay. Why are you advocating to kill black babies then?
I didn't advocate to kill them. I said I just don't care if they get aborted.
No, you said if they're black, kill them. Or
I can
if they're
agree with
black,
that.
abort them.
I said if they are black, abort them. Yes.
Yeah, so you're advocating to kill them. That's what you're
Abortion's
doing.
not legally defined as murder.
It's not about what it's legally defined as. It's what
Yes,
it
it
is.
is. Yes, it is. In our society, it is.
Okay,
The
so
legal
you're
system
saying
sets the definitions and the
I didn't
ramifications.
listen. I said, why are you advocating to kill black babies? That's what an abortion is.
And I
It's
never
legally defined, is that
said
or
they
not?
should kill. I never said they should kill. I said legally.
You said if they're black, abort them. That's what you
yes,
said.
legally. Legally. Yes.
No. Okay, so but are you advocating that should happen? That people should be aborting black babies?
Yes.
Okay, so you're
It
advocating
would
to kill black babies.
it would actually be better for society if they did, statistically.
Okay, so you are advocating to kill black babies. Why are you fighting this? That's just what you're saying.
I'm not
I'm
advocating,
catching
no.
it. Oh my god. Okay, you just can't. You don't know words. That's what I'm hearing.
Okay.
Well, then the problem is you insist on comparing abortion to murder.
It is murder by definition.
Not legally.
Well, murder is just defined as the unjustified killing of a human being. But if you're going to say you don't consider blacks
Unjustified.
human
It's very justified.
beings, if you're going to say you don't consider blacks human beings, you can't defend that claim. If you're going to argue that it's justified, but you don't know what you don't.
It's
believe in
justified,
morals, so
yes.
justification doesn't
Statistically, it's
exist in your worldview.
justified.
Okay, what does justified mean? What is
That
ju-
has
what is
nothing
the-
to
what
do
is
with the
word-
argument.
What is, no,
That's
it actually
non
does.
sequitur.
Norman,
It actually
Non
does. No,
sequitur.
it's not a
Non
non
sequitur.
sequitur. I'm asking you to define the.
It's a non sequitur.
What does
Non
justified
sequitur.
mean? What does justified mean?
It's a non sequitur.
What does justified mean?
It's a non sequitur.
What does justified mean?
It's a non sequitur to your initial point.
Look at you dodging. Look at you dodging. What does
I'm not
what does
dodging.
Justified mean?
I'm
What
just
does it
simply
mean? What does it
you're
mean?
moving the goalpost.
What does justified mean?
You're moving the goalpost, and you're also practicing a lot of Texas sharpshooters.
What does justified mean?
I don't need to define terms because I was not asked to define terms.
I just asked you to define your term. What does
No, I don't
justified
have
mean?
to. That's not the initial argument. The initial
No, I
argument
want to understand what
is
you're
if-
saying. I want to understand
is
what
if
you're saying.
abortion
What does
is
justified mean?
defined as murder, and legally it's not.
What does justified mean?
the
I
woman
don't
values
need
her
to.
life,
I don't need to answer that.
carrying the baby.
Okay,
to
so you're running away again.
This is a shitty argument.
The
You're not
diminished
defending any
quality
of your
of life.
points.
That I can't address. I can't define my terms that I'm using for my argument.
I mean, you can
You're
ridicule and
rape,
mock all you want to. I mean,
justified to abort the baby.
believe me, you won't win that game with me. I'm not
I
going to
already
chip
won
out
the,
like
I
Daniel.
already won the game with you. You're retarded.
You didn't.
Dude. You've got
Hey,
no
Well,
Patrick.
that's your.
I didn't chimp out. I was deliberate and in control when I was yelling at the
You
piece of shit.
Well-
totally chimped out. You totally
Yelling
chimped
is
out,
not
Daniel.
losing an argument. Yelling
Yeah, it
is
is
not.
You
kinda-
totally chimped out.
it
No,
is.
it is
That
not.
was his intended purpose. This guy just wants
It
to
might
make
be his
people
intended
freak
purpose.
out.
No, his intended purpose is to.
This
is
guy
to
wants
get-
to find your
No,
thumb.
no, his intended purpose. His intended purpose is to
This
get
guy
Ted
wants to
posting
find
from
your
people like
thumb screw, and he wants
Patrick,
to make you freak
Patrick.
out.
Yelling is yelling. I'm not
Just
freaking
breathe,
out.
Daniel,
I'm not
just
out of
breathe.
control.
No, I
Just
heard
breathe.
the
You don't
emotion. I heard
understand.
the emotional
His
fries
intention
in your
is to
voice.
get
Just
fed
heard the
those
fries.
responses.
Just
I
breathe,
heard
bro.
the fries
He
in your
wants you to
voice.
say things like blacks aren't human. That's
Why
what he
not?
wants.
Why can't I say that?
Just
You can
breathe,
say
Daniel.
it, but it's a problem.
It's
You
a
can
retarded
disagree, I
thing
don't
to
care.
say. It's a retarded.
I don't
claim to
care.
make.
Sure,
You
it's
would never be able
retarded.
to
I don't
defend.
care though. I don't care.
Okay, so you
I
don't
will
care
say it
that
if
you're
you're
retarded.
here.
So wait. For the record, you don't care that you're retarded.
Yelling is not losing an argument.
That doesn't.
you-
that,
Hey,
That
are you
doesn't
retarded?
follow. That's-
Are you retarded? Hey, wait.
That's,
Do retards
non
say
sequitur.
retarded things?
non sequitur. Non sequitur.
Non sequitur.
It's a non
You're
sequitur.
not serious. You're not
Norvin.
serious. You're not a
You're right. I'm
serious
not.
person.
This is not a serious stream. Why would I be serious
You're not a serious person. This is a
on this
joke.
stream? No, I'm not.
I don't think you're a serious person at all.
Okay.
There's no way.
That's
there's no
like
way this
that's
is
like
real.
that's your opinion. You're
Okay.
you're entitled to your opinion. I don't really. It doesn't.
Okay.
It's not valid to me.
I mean, I don't know what could be
Your
valid
entire
to you. You're
existence
retarded.
isn't even valid to me.
Yeah, 'cause
I
you're
mean, you're the
retarded.
only thing that keeps people like you alive and people separate from you is laws. There was no laws in the book, you would be in a ditch somewhere.
Okay. Yeah. Again, you're just you're not.
Because I can just tell the bitch in your voice.
You can't.
I can tell the bitch in your voice.
Dude,
I would literally take your chicken neck and string your neck.
Hold up an intellectual conversation without.
I don't need to. I'm not on this stream.
Calling non sequiturs, not defining.
I don't need to in this stream.
You don't need. You can't. You don't need to because
this is not an academic debate. This is not a logical debate. This is nothing.
Dude, every debate is a logical debate. Every debate presupposes some sort of logic that you have to adhere to.
No, this is a spectacle.
So then, why should anybody listen to anybody when they debate?
I don't think they should. It's useless.
Okay, so you're an idiot.
It's useless. Honestly, most of this debating is useless.
Yeah, you're a retard, bro.
I mean, this doesn't get the wheels of motion turning. None of this gets the wheels of motion turning. It's useless. It's fruitless.
The wheels of motion turning? What does that even mean?
The political wheels. This doesn't get anything that is feasible in real life. I mean, it's not like you're in some salon somewhere in France trying to argue about the French Revolution or arguing about certain, principles. You're not. You're just arguing about whether blacks are humans or not. Who cares?
You're the one who said they're not. I was just trying to determine.
I agree, they're not.
Okay, how did you get to that? How did you come to that conclusion?
I don't have to come to any conclusion. My conclusion is I don't think they're human.
Conclusion, dude. I'm asking you.
I don't think they're human.
Okay,
I don't think they're human.
How did you come to that conclusion that blacks are not human?
Because I want to.
Well, what is it based on?
It's not based on anything. I just think that. Okay.
Then you're retarded.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure,
hey, bro. All
sure.
Right. That's all. I think I'm done with both of you two. What's up?
All right.
Do you have anything else you want to talk about?
No, you're not done. It was the second. It was the.
No, I just BTFO'd both of you retards.
You won nothing.
Anybody.
You won nothing, kiddo. Nothing.
I made you spur.
You did nothing. You make claims is all you do, but you won no argument. You won no argument. You're retarded.
Norman, do you have anything
tell you
else
what,
you
you're
would
not
like to
even
talk
you're
about?
not even
These
good
guys
at
are
trolling.
clearly not
This
serious
is
people.
boring.
I'm not trolling. I'm not trolling.
Norman,
I'm just trying to have a
it's
conversation.
foolish to allow this idiot to come here and make claims.
Yeah, bail him out, Norman.
I have my reasons, Daniel.
Yeah, well, they're not good reasons. The Jerry Springer show is not a good reason.
I mean, as embarrassing as it might be for you, Daniel. I think Norman could acknowledge.
I'm not embarrassed at all. You should be embarrassed. I haven't heard one intelligent thing from you.
What should I be embarrassed about?
That you're an idiot.
Hey, Vanilla Master, you should have had. You should have lost faith for humanity a long time ago. Besides these debates,
you didn't win one single argument.
How did you demonstrate?
All you did was talk over people and just continually ask questions.
How did you demonstrate that I'm an idiot? How did you do that? I don't remember.
If you're an idiot, you're not going to be able to see that you're an idiot. That's it.
Okay, so you didn't demonstrate it. You don't know how to actually defend it.
Yes, I demonstrated it.
Story of the day for these two retards. Can't defend any of their own.
No,
claims.
You're the retard. Shut up.
Okay, yeah. So Norman, anyway, seriously, do you have anything else that you would like to talk about?
No, man, you're the one who wanted to hop on and start something with me.
Okay, no, I'm good. I think I've said all I needed to say. So yeah.
All right.
Well, have a good one, guys. Wignats are retarded, and I hope you guys make up with your brother dads.
Mask off, I promise they don't help. If I saw my son in the dress, then I'll go and get my belt. Look in the mirror and tell me what you think about yourself. You need a safe space. Sorry, I don't care about what you feel. I'm about to break the meter. Two-way got my heater. Hey, I don't wear Nike, I only rock Adidas.